All right. This is attempt number 4. I'm working on really low production values here, and so I don't know if I have the capability to edit every little thing I want out of it. So I'm trying to get the perfect take on everything I do, and right now, considering all the factors in life, and John Malin's words eat at me. They eat at me, right? This is the perfect time for anyone to get out there, try to get to know somebody. And listen, I don't know how many you're gonna report in my past videos. I thought maybe I might have gotten more views for a 2-minute video at the beginning of the cash grab promotion for Cecil, and I've been pushing for this guy so hard. I want to get him to 250K. I've really wanted this guy to be out of real work job. Be streaming with us. I feel like he's too valuable an asset to just let the real world take away from us, and that's been my push. And I've had to settle for 150K, and even that's been a struggle. In some ways, I feel diminished because I don't feel the demand is there, and I don't expect it to be there. It's just fan art is the thing, and I remember EVS being oh, who cares about that? I was holy shit. It hit me in the gut. So at any rate, this is Get to Know Me stream, so I ought to come out and just say, alright, it's a Lucius podcast. I'm not going to put up any visual stuff for you guys. I'm not there yet. I'm just not there yet. I'm sorry. At the same time, this is how I consume most of the content I listen to or go through anyways, so I put that in perspective as well. I kind of find it an interruption to have to look at my screen to follow what's going along, and I'm telling you right now, you won't have to do that with me. Now recently, I believe it was yesterday, I was just tagged in this whole 6 facts, 6 tags on Twitter. And I kind of hate this crap. On low level, I hate this crap. I'm not going to make anyone suffer through it. I'm not going to tag another 6 people and try to drag 6 facts out of them, whatever. But I'll participate on a live stream. I feel that's more in depth than any Twitter thing could ever get. I feel limited by Twitter. There's so many of my tweets I have to finesse through abbreviations and loss of words, a lot of editing. To try to get out what I want to get out, just for promotion services. So anyway, fact number 1: my name is not Lucius, not in reality. There's 3 people that at least know my true identity out there. One of them had commissioned me. One of them I bought art through. And Cecil, he knows my real name. And Lucius was just a placeholder I used because I made my entire Twitter identity in the scope of half an hour. It was very rushed. So I just kind of searched for whatever was at hand, and I kind of regret it in a way because I feel autocorrect or something, or people's inability to spell Lucius has led to luscious or some variation thereof, and I feel I've heard so many better memorable names than that. At the same time, I don't feel I'm confused with anybody else, so for better or worse, I feel at this point I'm kind of stuck with it as a pen name. Number 2, most pieces that I work on, art pieces that I work on, fan art, quote unquote fan art pieces, take me from 5 to 9 hours, and upwards of 13, 14, I think I've approached 15 hours on some of these pieces. There was a Carl O'Rowe piece that took a lot of time as fan art. I don't remember the runtime on that, but I feel it might have run north of that, but at any rate, whenever you ask for me to do simple edits or, hey man, just do a whole series on this, consider that, please. I don't make any money on this stuff. I do have a job, full-time job, or at least I did. We'll see how things set. After I honestly put in for like vacation time right now to get away from my job, and might find out I might not have a job. I don't know. This coming week, at any rate, just consider that when you like ask for like edits and stuff. Like it's not. When it comes to like line art to coloring, shading, everything else, like it's a lot of editing you're asked for on that. So that's number 2. Number 3, I'm not a virgin. I feel like this is the big stigma on anyone in these areas, and I'm here to kill that shit. I'll tell you that right now. I've had my share, and maybe not the rate that I would have wanted to, but what virile man wouldn't be in that situation, Like what woman could keep up with you on that? I'd be suspicious of her. I'd wonder about her, the day you couldn't fulfill her needs. That's a tough thing to have to set with. But yeah, that's number 3. Number 4. Number 4 is kind of a preamble. What I wrote down here. I wanted to get cash grab to $250,000, and instead I'm going to sell for $150,000. I beat myself out on that. Maybe by the time I get through 5 and 6, I'll have another one for you, because that feels like I robbed you guys here. Number 5. This Corona ordeal will be an embarrassment for everyone. I'm team Mail-In on this, man. Like, people, you need a purpose, you need a job, you need something to work towards, you need to have an income, and I feel like we've given up way more than what benefit we're going to get out of this thing, right? I think the facts are in there at this point. There's a lot of like consideration taken to the point when we didn't know what was going on, but now I feel like the sample size is large enough. We got enough of the like basic factors in. I'm not a super social guy. I'm not out there all the time. I don't want to. People annoy me on the whole. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of antisocial. I'm not looking to get out there and spread this out there. I'm just out there to get what I need and go home. Screw you. I don't need you. But at the same time, Jesus Christ. The big arena events I can understand putting off on, but God, to close down your bars and restaurants, I'm happy to hear. I heard Cecil say, like, this one guy's, like, letting people in he knows personally, regulars and stuff, to the back door. That sort of thing gives me hope. Because, the shutdown of all commerce, it's going to kill so many businesses. Do you guys have any idea what, like, the lease runs on these places, the rent, and everything else? These are brave people, I'm telling you, all around, for any brick and mortar. And for them to just be hit like this, it's absolutely insane. And the fact that so many people are willing to just close themselves off completely. Like, I'm not for, like, these people like, oh, yeah, my whole spring break. I planned on this for the past 2 months. Take my spring break trip. I'm glad they're there, man. I feel like we need voices from the other side who are just like, you know what, I'll take the risk, man. Take my money. Take my life. As long as they're not going to old folks' homes at the fact, who gives a shit? Take their money and run, man. Let's see. That was number 5 on my list. Number 6. I'm a sucker for collector crap. And I feel like Ethan, he pegged me, man, on that honey box thing, and I'm going to tell him right now, I'm going to hold him to, like, the pristine order of that. I don't care about the chicken box. I really feel like that was a fun thing for people at the lower end, right? You get something kind of collectible without really having to pay out so much for it. Although I feel like he should have just like rather than like offered everyone gets the chicken box in pristine edition or condition. Um, he just sells it, you know, as a special package in priority box for like 250 to 500 people, something like that. Like if I was guessing the numbers, because there's not like a whole lot of resale value in it if there's a label on it. But he's saying he's gonna put it in a box. I mean, just convince you guys to put your own like resale in a box. Just consider that down the line. I thought it was a nice extra touch, and at any rate, and I was amused by the fact that KFC was going to investigate him. And let's see, I need an extra fact about me. Extra fact. Kind of corny here, but I really appreciate anyone who listens to this, anyone who has followed me, anyone who's been a fan of me, retweeted my stuff, liked my stuff. Trust me, I'm new to Twitter. I don't know all the ins and outs. I don't know if I've committed faux pas against anybody. The people I follow, like, I'm not sure if that's publicly available or not, based on my whole setup. But the people I follow, they're supposed to be fuel for me. They're supposed to be like competition and like a reason for me to better myself and go further, do more, and the rest. I want to be creative for you guys. I want to be a guy who puts ink to paper and creates something that you like in the end. And everything I've done to this point, I haven't made a penny off of. So I'm very happy to have the appreciation I do have, and I hope you don't think I'm taking any of you for granted. Blah 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 blah. And I hope on some level I entertained you with this, because I do intend on trying to fill this out more. My voice was a little shot because I got sick like mid-February and like a week and a half ago or so. So like I guess end of February and beginning of March. Like I just started getting over it. I went to the doctor for something else, and I got sick right after. And now there's like this end of the world thing going around. I'm just like, I think I'll survive it, but I don't really want to get sick again. I really don't. Good God. And I know it's going to be like one that rocks me, puts me in bed for a couple days at a time. And at the same time, I'm going to feel like compelled, like, oh man, I really have to, like, I can't talk to anybody, man. So, yeah, I'm really appreciative of all the support I get, all the retweets I get, all the mentions I get. You know, I've tried to put out original content for you guys. I feel like that's the one thing that we need the most of, more than anything. And that's been the primary focus of my channel. So don't feel put out if I don't retweet you. It's more like I'm trying to keep my channel lean and clean in a way for me, to get my stuff out there and provide. I really do appreciate and admire a lot of the other stuff that's going on out there. I try to throw my likes up there. I try to throw up my comments and everything else to throw up my support. And I don't want to overdo it so that like I flood out my own stuff for people. Again, I'm so new to Twitter. And there's a lot of like social shit I just grow to hate. So, at any rate, this is my first attempt at this, guys, to try to make it right. So, I feel like this is the one that's going to make it to actual play. Thanks for listening in. Hope that you keep checking in. And I'll look to expand slowly upon this, the audio element, me by myself. It's the most that I can secure and guarantee and hopefully get out there without any sort of compromises. And that's the main thing. I don't want to make like shit content for anybody. That's always been my most adverse thing. I don't want to just do it for the hell of it, or just have the connection. I really want it to be something I can get behind, throw my weight behind, put my efforts behind, and primarily my skill set relies on just putting stylus to tablet at the moment, pen to paper, whatever you might consider it. And I'm gonna be branching out, man. If you're all like captive audiences, man, I'm gonna try to entertain you if I can. But I don't know that my connection can support live stream. I have a hard enough time watching live streams, much less I think participating in them. So at any rate, this is my first one for you guys. Thanks so much. Spread the word. That's the most I can ask for you. Thank you so much. Bye.